matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
5-4. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Manning. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the out. Showing it. Check. Hey, watch that.
Back to throw. Herbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down.
Ready, break.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slats. Check.
On first down, it's Manning. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here I come.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Looking to throw. Herbert, that is caught. It's Perriman. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll run on first down. Manning, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
18 Gator.
Check. Watch it before. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, that's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First down, Miami.
Ready, set.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the run. Check.
Deep dribble.
On 1st down, it's Armstrong. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 26. Check. Sponge. No.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
36.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Manning. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
All day, baby, all day.
On 2nd down now. It's Armstrong. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Gotta do better.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will be brought down but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Let's go. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 9.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Here I come.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Wiley, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first up, and all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, Armstrong. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Undercrunch.
Back to throw. Herbert.
Check. Lucky.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
At the 9-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Joker.
On second down now. It's Armstrong, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Line 54. Line 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2nd and 9 now. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 52.
Now back to throw.
Here we go.
And he completes it to Westbrook. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and 5. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Looking to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run on first down. Wiley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. On the ground, Michel. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Michel. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got Njoku over the middle. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. On first down, Wiley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch it.
Now a give, right side. It's Armstrong. And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
54. Line 54. Hey, come on, get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Manning. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Check 52 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Be afraid of me. Check out. Mike 52. Short. I got him. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here we go with Michelle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers on the left hash. This from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Manning looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's get some penetration. Kill. Shit. Deuce.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Manning. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
I'm going back to you. Kill.
Back to throw. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch it. Slam. Showing it.
Hustle. On 1st down, Manning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Manning, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 28-yard line.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
38-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it. Or
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and